I want to say it it just didn't record, but I'm pretty sure I just didn't even remotely hit record. I think I just totally neglected to
hit the camera.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, take 2. Guys, we just recorded an entire fucking episode, and then I walked up to the camera to turn it off, and I never turned it on. So, so round 2. Welcome back, everybody, to the most financially stable podcast on the internet. I opened with that joke too. So
I don't want to fucking do that whole conversation again.
I loved that conversation. It was a great conversation. I made the point that our podcast is recession proof because we don't make any money in general. So technically it's recession proof. Then we talked about Carl's favorite thing. What would you sell when you inevitably lose your job when the United States economy tanks? And Carl said, what'd you say? My clothes. You were going to sell my clothes.
Yeah, your clothes.
Yeah.
And then we talked about my junk car. You said I'm bad at Facebook Marketplace.
Which I'll stand by. But Carl's got this car. Here's some photos of it. Here's some photos of it. It's been sitting in our front lawn for almost a year. It's been fucking... Also, did you guys fucking know that it's illegal to park your own car on your own front lawn? Did you know you can get a fucking ticket for that? Because I didn't.
I didn't either, for reference. But
Yeah.
I got one.
I think that's classism.
It is.
I really do think so.
It is. Rich people don't have cars in their front yard.
Rich people have enough garage
So
space.
what, if I pour a bunch of fucking concrete on the front yard, am I allowed to park there?
Well, no, that's what I said, because our neighbors don't have a front lawn. Their whole front lawn is just concrete, and they've got boats and jet skis and multiple broken down cars, but they didn't get
Motorcycles and shopping carts and furniture.
but they didn't get a fucking ticket because they just didn't have grass.
What if it was fenced? You know? Like,
Well, what does the fence have to do with anything?
like what if there were there's a lot of fenced in properties in LA. Like what if it had a wall around it? It was fenced in. There could still be grass beyond the fence, but the fucking parking authority can't come into your fucking fenced in front yard.
What if it's chain link?
It's still like what the fuck
Yeah,
is
so-
it? You can't
yeah.
come in. The fuck?
Yeah.
He trespassed to give me that
He
fucking
did
parking ticket.
trespass. He had to come onto our lawn.
Piece of shit.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could fight that ticket.
Probably will.
He
to be
came
honest.
onto our fucking lawn.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the sidewalk.
No.
He didn't knock on our door.
No. He did not.
Also, there's a dude who
Bitch.
this guy fucking who lives down the street. I don't have any problem with this. This is not the problem with this guy, but he parks his 2019, 2020 Tacoma on the grass all the fucking time.
And there's a trailer with a fucking side by side in the front yard
a
too.
UTV. They didn't get a fucking ticket,
As far as we know.
as far as we know.
We're just gonna assume.
But
he
for
didn't.
the bit, we're just gonna pretend that we know for sure that they didn't get one. But no, legitimately, the only reason that Carl probably got that ticket is because your car's a piece of shit
Yeah, and it's ugly.
and it's ugly.
I wonder if our landscapers ratted us out. No, they were here
No.
because of the street getting paved. Not
Yeah.
even paved. Our street got fucking roof tar dumped on it.
Bro. Yeah.
It looks like shit.
Also, I feel like we deserve some financial compensation because like 3 weeks ago, they made us move all our cars out of our driveway because they're like, oh, you're not going to be able to get out of your driveway from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you can't park on the street. So we had to park all the way down there. And then the day came and our street never got paved. And then at the end of the day, we got a fucking note on our door like, oh, our bad. Like we never got to it. Anyway, we'll do it a different day. Be on the lookout for another notice. That inconvenience I deserve. That should at least balance out your ticket.
I fucking agree.
I'm also extra passionate because I park my car, which is equally as much of a piece of shit on the lawn sometimes.
It's almost identical.
Yeah. It's just, and I just so happen to not have parked.
If I had
on the lawn.
hubcaps, they never would have given me that ticket.
You guys don't understand how much of a difference hubcaps on a car make. Like,
when you lost yours, it was so funny because David was talking shit on me for the longest time because I've never had hubcaps on my tires. And David had all 4 for a long time on his car.
I wish I could show you guys like the real. It's hard to tell a difference in your head. You're like, what are you talking about? A piece of shit's a piece of shit car. And I don't have a photo of my car with hubcaps and without, but like maybe I do. If I could find one here, don't.
He doesn't have it.
Don't look at the screen. Carl just saying that because he doesn't want to fucking put the photos in the thing when he edits tonight.
So,
but dude, it makes a huge difference.
It
It goes from like, oh, that's an old like vintage car to that guy fucking smokes rocks.
I mean, it especially makes a difference when you have old Hondas like we have with like the old school steel wheels.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That look like shit
is what they call them.
You know, but if you have nice wheels, then you have nice wheels.
Welcome in, Justine.
Yes, hello. Hi.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's complete bullshit. So the guy with the nice Tacoma, he didn't get a fucking ticket. It's just because your shit looks nice. But actually, the biggest thing you brought up is that fucking fence deal.
Yeah.
Because if there was a wooden fence around our front lawn, he would have never seen it, and he would have never.
Even if he did see it, he wouldn't open a fence to come in to fucking give me a ticket. But since there's no fence, he just walks onto our fucking front yard and gives me a ticket.
And what? Okay, but like, because I do think
the fuck
the reason that it is a law is they don't want a bunch of fucking trashy people like us mucking up the neighborhood, making it look ugly.
Too fucking bad.
I agree.
It's not like any other people in this fucking neighborhood rock. Can we get a ticket for the guy next door who doesn't fucking cut his lawn?
True.
He's
Actually,
fucking.
Can you get a ticket for that?
You should. Looks like fucking ass. Looks worse than my car. As bad as my car.
As bad as your car. Yeah. But okay, so if they can't see it, obviously they can't see it and they're not going to come in. But a chain link fence, the waist high chain link.
Nobody's going to unlatch a fence and come in to do that. That's fucking crazy. There's no way.
But the ticket says for parking on front lawn. So, like, obviously there's a law that says you can't park on your own front lawn.
But it also says call or go to this website for money owed. So maybe it's bullshit.
Did you do that yet?
No.
What if you owe nothing and we're going to look like assholes?
I better owe fucking nothing, and I don't think we're going to look like assholes because the act of leaving me a ticket on a car parked on private property is fucking bullshit, even if I don't owe anything. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And his bad fucking day. That's the other thing. He wasn't just like on duty driving around. He was there to make sure that people moved their cars so that the street crew could do the fucking work. His job was not to fuck my shit up. His job was to make sure that they could fucking seal the road. And I wasn't in the fucking way of them sealing the road. He just decided, I'm having a bad fucking day. That guy looks broke. Let's make him more broke.
True.
Fuck that person.
Hang on, give me a second.
God.
You can keep talking. I gotta put something on my head.
On your head? Oh, your hair's in the, yeah. Anyway. We tried to talk about Kendrick and Drake on our first attempt at this episode, and we decided that we don't have anything more interesting than any other Instagram posts that you guys might see about it, but we are enjoying it a lot, and we both think Kendrick is winning, and that's all we really have to say about it. Do you have a favorite of the 3 or 4 songs that he's put out?
Euphoria.
Really?
Hate the way
Euphoria
that you talk. Hate the way that you walk.
Euphoria's hard. I like Meet the Grams. But somebody was telling me, they're like, that song's scary. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, I don't know. If I was like driving somewhere alone at night and that was on, it would like, it's eerie. It's like really angry and menacing.
I gotta listen
true.
to it again. Honestly, I mostly just read lyrics when people were like posting, like, oh, when Kendrick said this, and it'd be like a genius breakdown. I was mostly just reading lyrics. I haven't really like I haven't listened to a single Drake diss track like that Drake put out. I've just read his lyrics. But yeah, I don't feel like talking about it because, like Karl said, we don't have any new opinions. The only thing that
everybody else on the internet is going to do a much more thorough job than we are talking about it.
Yeah.
But
the only thing that I'll say that I find interesting about it is how big it is culturally. Like, a lot of the time, rap beef is contained to like the hip hop community. And this obviously is Drake and Kendrick, the two biggest fucking rappers. So it's taking over the pop music world, but it's surpassing like pop music. It's just like popular culture, period.
No, yeah. People
And-
are saying like they haven't seen anything like this in like 30 years, like Tupac, Biggie.
But even then, like hip hop wasn't as big
Yeah.
as it is now.
Yeah, because now it's like the biggest genre.
Starting to have a little bit of a decline.
Yeah. What?
Ra-
It's just
rock.
like regular pop music is
No,
on the incline now.
it's rock, but I could Google it and find out exactly what I'm talking about.
But yeah, we're enjoying it. It's also, I'd say like my favorite shit to read about is how people are just hype about the whole thing happening. Like culturally, people are like, this hasn't happened in so long. This is fucking sick. I'm here for it. This is great. Fuck yeah. And that's exactly how I feel. I mean, I'm definitely rooting for Kendrick just because I like him better. But,
All right.
you know.
All right. This can't be. Okay, this is not really what I want. But I wanted to see a difference. I don't want to just sit here and Google because it's boring for you guys, but never mind.
A
Fuck
few
it.
years ago, rap surpassed rock as the biggest genre in
Well, no,
music.
many like in like 2016 to 2018, it not only surpassed rock, but I think at one point it surpassed pop.
Yeah.
And hip hop was pop. Now, pop is pop, and now rock is again on the incline
Really?
on the up and up, and rock is coming back, and hip hop is not. It will never be. It will always be up there now.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, rock is coming back. Guitars are coming back, and you know, yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. You know what's coming back? Rock music at strip clubs. I'll talk about this. I don't think I was going to, but I went to this place, and it's in LA. And you said it's a really famous place. I had never heard of this place till I moved here. Had you heard of this place before we moved out here?
No.
There's this place called Jumbo's Clown Room. And it's a bar. And they have dancers come out. They don't get like fully nude or anything like that, but they're in like lingerie. And they dance to not normal club songs. They dance to like Deftones and to
Did anybody dance to
Korn.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be like AC/DC and like Def Leppard and
No,
That
it's
sort of
not
shit.
classic rock. There is some.
like Pour Some Sugar on Me just
There-
over and over again.
I mean, I was there on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Jesus.
it was yeah, so maybe the employees were on a different vibe that night, but
Sundays are for the Deftones.
yeah, Sundays are for the Deftones. But like each dancer has like their own like genre. Some of them pick shitty fucking songs to dance to. Like just slow and like really low energy, and they're doing a good job dancing up there. They're really giving it their all, but the song is just not doing it justice. And I had never been to a strip club before, but I don't know if this is a thing at every strip club, but they all wore these really tall heels.
Yeah, I mean,
No. And then when they would dance, they would smack their heels together and make this like big crack. Like they all did it. I don't know if it's like just a Jumbo's thing or if it's like I've never been to a strip club other than Jumbo's.
I guess it makes everybody turn and look and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what's that?" And there's like, "Oh, there's a lady on stage."
Yeah, it's like all those like fuck it. It's just like makes really loud noises.
I straight up, I thought you were gonna say that they had like things on the heels to make sparks. Like, go up. How sick would that be, bro?
That'd be fucking
If they're
dope.
like fucking kicking sparks up.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
I mean, these
funny.
girls were up there. It's like it's not like a strip club you get like private dances at. It's a dance. Like they're doing the pole dancing, but they're like up on it and like fucking spinning around upside down and like dropping down into a split and shit like that. It was a good time. It was a
Do
good
they
time.
have dumb names, like dumb stripper names, or is it like?
I don't remember what any of their names were. I didn't ask.
They didn't announce them when they were coming on stage.
No,
like,
no, they
please
don't go,
welcome to
"Oh,
the
please
stage,
welcome."
Candy.
Candy. No, they didn't do any of that. No, you just hear like bang, bang, and then they just come out on stage.
Limp Bizkit. That'd
Yeah.
be crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so this is not really my bit, so I don't really want to do this too much. We saw a comedian do this bit, but I know what she was talking about. She was talking about jumbos. And who was it? Eliza Schlesinger. She was talking about how she went to Jumbo's one time on a Wednesday night, and I went on a Sunday night. And she was joking about this one fucking dancer who would wipe down the pole with fucking like wet wipes.
Mhm.
and she was there like fucking wet wipes on the pole, and she she just didn't like wipe it down. She like tried to like make it all like sexy and shit
No
like that.
way.
Yeah, dude, like wipe it down,
No.
Clorox, babe. It was fucking, it was crazy.
That's funny.
It's also in like a strip mall.
Yeah, that's
Like-
the funniest
like the
fucking
strip-
thing
like,
too.
it's-
It's not a
It's like
standalone
next
building.
it's next to a fucking Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
Like
There's a laundromat, a smoke shop,
it's so crazy.
fucking tanning salon upstairs.
I thought it was gonna be way bigger. It's like the size, dude. It's like the size of our living room. Maybe
That's
it's a little bigger
fucking
than that.
crazy.
It's a little
That's
bigger than that.
crazy. I mean, yeah, just when people talk about it, you expect it to be like this whole.
I mean, it's a
Big
magical
thing.
place. I mean, I will be going back. It was really fun. It's like a dive bar.
How much was a beer?
$7,
Yeah, whatever.
$8.
Yeah.
Where can you get a beer for less than $7?
Crawford's.
Really? You can? How much?
$4.
No.
Oh yeah.
What
Oh,
kind?
yeah. Budweiser. In like one of those fucking
Rock on. Rock
mugs with the handle. It's nice. Fuck it. What else do you need?
on. Yeah.
Um,
I could totally see how people get addicted to strip clubs.
people get addicted to strip clubs.
I think that's a thing, right?
I don't know. I guess people can get addicted to anything, which is a
Yeah.
shitty answer, but
Yeah, but like, so like the way it would work, for anyone who's like been to a strip club before, you're probably like, yeah, what are you, fucking 12 years old? Of course that's what happens. But like, I'd never been to a strip club before. I just never went. Anyway, so I go to this fucking, we go and you watch them dance, and then they come out afterwards, and then they'll just like talk to people. So they like go up to people that tipped them, and like, oh my gosh, like thank you so much, and like you like they flirt with you.
okay.
And then try to get you to like, hey, when I go back, because they go up multiple times. So it's like next time you see like the dude like, yeah, and like keep throwing the money. So like, you know, I was like, damn, like I could totally see how like, you know, someone could come here and be like, this place is fucking awesome. Like
the girls are so nice at Jumbos.
you know it's not real, but it's like, you know,
But not everybody-
The
not
movies isn't real, and people like going to the movies.
Yeah.
It's an immersive
and
experience.
there's probably plenty of people that don't know that it's not real, and they're like, Candy loves me. She loves it when I'm there. She always comes up and says she appreciates me.
I'm sure there's a lot of people like that, but I'd be willing to bet
Maybe
that
not at Jumbos, but
I'd be willing to bet that the people who get like the majority of people who are like, yeah, like I like spend way too much money at the strip club, they probably don't really believe that like those girls love them. They're probably just like, yeah, like I just like to go. It's just fun for me. Like I said, it's like an immersive experience. You know, it's like 4D. You know, not 3D movies. It's like a 4D movie. You know. Yeah. How much time we got left? Oh my god, not.
I don't know. It's set to measures and bars, so.
No, that says 19 minutes. We've been going for 19.
Oh yeah, look
You guys like my fucking glasses? Guys, I got my brew kit for the official Nobody Loves You podcast. Micro Brew.
It's an American Pale Ale, right?
It's an American Pale Ale. I'll not be selling it on the internet because I can't. I don't think it's legal. And also, it only makes like a gallon of beer. But if I do well, maybe one day I'll be able to do it.
Also, maybe we'll drink that whole gallon of beer on the podcast.
Whoa. How much is a gallon of beer? How many beers
A
is that?
gallon is 64 ounces, I believe.
How many beers in a gallon?
Beer is not a unit of measurement.
Yes,
There's
it is.
12 ounces in a
Right
beer.
here. On inchcalculator.com, 10.6666667 beers in a gallon.
Yeah, we could drink
No fucking
five
problem.
and a quarter beers each.
Easy. That's just a Sunday at Jumbo's. No, we could do that. Yeah, maybe we will do that. We'll try that.
Even if it sucks, we will not stop.
But I wanted to give it to our friends.
Okay, fair.
I was really excited to we'll try it on the pod. The
Yeah.
first time I'll let you try it for the first time on the pod. For sure. For sure. Okay.
Totally.
Music suggestions. Let's do them.
Okay.
I have one this week
Nice.
because I finally got to listen to some music. I've been taking your advice. You said I got to slap the day list a little bit. Well, I've been slapping the fucking day list. And on my way home from work today, this is a song that everyone is probably going to be like, David, like, what the fuck? You don't know that song? But it's called Telescope by Cage the Elephant. I've never really listened to Cage the Elephant, like listen. So this is a little bit of a deeper cut. It looks like.
I've never. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Strawberry Fields-esque.
Cool.
Like, give you 30 seconds of it.
Yes, it is. What a Mellotron.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought it was really cool. I never, like I said, I never really given Cage the Elephant too much of a deep dive, but I might give him a shot.
What's the name of your day list right now?
The name of my day list? So
mine,
anyone who
mine
doesn't,
is Saxophone Cinematic Tuesday Evening.
mine is Indie Sleaze Rock-ish Evening. Anybody who doesn't know these day lists, if you don't have Spotify because you're like, I don't know, like poor or something. Spotify does these day lists, and so it gives you like these fun names. I think one. Man, I'm trying to think of what my one was. Did you have a favorite one? Can you remember off the top of your head?
Yeah. I got to go to my text with Justine, but it was pretty funny.
I had one. I saved it, like avant-garde chill instrumental morning. So it like takes like the time of day and like what it thinks you're gonna be into.
Irish rock spoken word Monday evening.
Damn, that's a fucking intense day list. That's intense. Okay, what you got? Any music suggestions?
Yeah, I'm just gonna suggest. So this song came out today. It's Gum, who is
I like Gum.
Jay Watson from Tame Impala and
Spearmint,
Pond.
Peppermint, Juicy Fruit. Didn't land like I wanted it to, but all right.
Gum and Ambrose from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They're doing a collab album,
Oh, sick.
and the second single came out today, and it is fucking it rips, dude. It's cool.
What does it sound like? Sing it for us. What does it sound like?
It's kind of like a little bit of like more hip hoppy King Gizzard. It's not hip hop like hip hop, but it's just like
They
a
did
little
the-
bit more of like a groovy, funky King Gizzard.
They
sort
did
of
this
vibe.
the King Gizzard did this one. It was like a fucking Beastie Boys song.
No, it's not like
I
that.
didn't do
You'll
it.
like this song.
I will.
It's just a little bit more of like it's a good mesh of like a King Gizzard sound design with like a Tame Impala groove.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I can get down with all of those things that you just said. I can. I can get down with it. I can dig it. All right, let's make a prediction. So you know how like old stuff like design is like coming back, like old clothes.
Sure.
You think like old slangs are gonna come back? Think anyone's gonna start saying like groovy?
Yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be willing to bet some douchebag in LA is already doing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
100. Actually, there's not a doubt in my fucking mind that some fucking douchebag wearing ripped skinny jeans is not saying groovy as we speak.
Yeah. I'm
Drinking
sure
a
I'll
fucking
serve him
$12
tomorrow.
I was gonna say drinking a fucking $12 coffee.
Yeah. Some fucking dick in Hollywood.
Yeah, talking about some fucking underground rave that costs $92 to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Oh, I know.
He's fucking groovy. All right, let's make it a shorty.
Okay.
You want to make it a short episode? You have anything else you want to add?
Nah.
Oh, I will say what here. I got hang on. I got a comment. We got a comment on one of our videos. Hey, you know
Really?
what? Never mind. Yeah, I'll read it. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
Are we going to talk shit right now? Or
No.
Okay.
It like made me smile.
Nice.
This guy says, I'm a classically trained. This was on the episode 60. If we won the lottery, I guess we were talking about.
No, not the lottery. If we didn't have to work for 3 months.
No. This was when we talked about if we won the lottery.
Oh.
Apparently, we've been talking about money a lot.
We both won it. We just won it.
Anyway, I guess we were talking about music and like. It's when I was talking about Chopin.
Okay.
Anyway, he says, I'm a classically trained musician, and I just discovered your podcast. And I was like, that's fucking sick. Because I feel like I feel like my biggest problem is I'm always like, oh, like, no musicians. Like, we're a music podcast, quote unquote, but like, we're not going to attract musicians because we don't talk about music all the time.
Okay.
Anyway, always like to listen to other musicians talk about music from their perspective. I can't imagine learning music without reading music. The whole practice thing is interesting. I guess we were talking about practice. I think it's good to dedicate a small amount of time every day to try and create something or put your instrument in your hands. It can really be hard to will yourself to your instrument, but I find that you can power through that first 15 minutes. You usually end up practicing way longer. P.S. Chopin is pronounced Chopin, SHOW-PEH-N, with a kind of almost silent N. I don't know.
Chopin?
Chopin.
Chopin.
Chopin. Show. S-H-O-W. Like
Show.
Chopin.
Hey.
Chopin. Chopin.
Whatever.
Chopin.
Douchebag.
No.
We appreciate your comment, though.
No.
Don't tell me how to pronounce Chopin.
Chopping. Yo, I'm playing chopping on the fucking piano.
But everything else you said was great. You know what comment I really liked? I can't remember it at all, but something about the guy that plays professional oboe for a living.
Oh my god.
That was funny as shit.
How much time we have? I'm gonna read it before I gotta find this shit. Cracked me the fuck up. And we were talking about how
what we would do if we didn't work for 3 months or something like that.
Oh, it's the same guy.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's the same fucking guy. He goes, want to know how to stay. So we're talking about what would we do if we didn't have to work for 2 months? Like your overhead was covered, whatever. And the title of the episode was I Have a Dream of Being Unemployed. And his comment is, do you want to know how to stay mega unemployed? ? Play the oboe professionally. And he goes on and says some other stuff that like is like coherent and like well thought out. But I just thought that first line was like fucking gold. Yeah. Anyway, guy, we appreciate you.
Yeah, you're sick. Actually, I'm sorry that I called you a douchebag.
You're
not
a fucking
a douchebag.
cunt.
You're not a douchebag.
You're a fucking cunt.
But I also don't care how to pronounce chopping.
Chopping. Chopping. All right, goodbye, everybody.